I'm going to tell you, don't endure anybody. You can tolerate people. When you tolerate people, you're giving them time to see if they are going to change. And don't forget that this change comes from your complaint, because complaint simply means you're telling someone, baby, I don't like this thing you're doing. It is your complaint that is not going to bet change when they love you. So that is where tolerance comes in. It simply means I'm tolerating you and giving you time to change, because you know that this thing that you're doing is affecting me, and that's what I'm complaining about. Don't endure any marriage. Marriage is not about endurance. That thing is something you need to unlearn and relearn. Please don't endure any marriage. And number 4 error that sounds like true and that is not actually true is a wise woman build her home. When we want to talk about things like this, they think we are feminists, especially the cultural, religious, and African men. They say you're a feminist. It's not about feminism. I'm not a feminist. I'm a relationship therapist who stands both for men and for women and for everybody. Now, a wise woman builds her home. I'm going to take my time to break this down. You cannot build a home on a wrong foundation. If we want to talk about marriage as a house, men are the foundation that a woman would have to build on. So no matter how wise you are and your foundation is not right, there is nothing you build on it that will stand. So that is where we need to unlearn that and relearn something. I think a lot of you actually twist the Bible to suit you. Before a wise woman can build a home, a man has to build a solid foundation. And that's why the Bible said, men, love your wife, and women, respect your husband. There have to be a solid foundation before she can build. Society have been able to project men to just relax and not do anything, and the woman should be killing herself. Now the point is, a lot of women that have been killing themselves to build a house, it keeps crumbling. It can only work when the man says, okay, a woman is coming to build a home on top of this foundation, let me make it work. So what do? They make sure that the foundation is solid, because it's foundation that carries the house. If your foundation is not solid, nothing you want to build, if you want to pray from now to tomorrow and quote the Bible, it's not going to work. So a wise woman building her home doesn't mean that you should be building on the wrong foundation. So men, please, if you want a wise woman to build a home for you, you need to make your foundation solid. Stop making marriage difficult for women, because sometimes a lot of men make marriage difficult for women. That's the honest truth, because many of you men are not doing anything. You are just sitting down there and expecting the woman to build. Don't forget, this Bible also said that women are the weaker vessels. So where do you want us to get strength from? When we will build home, we will have children, we will go to the market. You know, so many things. Now people are now asking women, what are you bringing to the table? We will still go out and go and walk, chase our passion and bring something to the table. Okay, where is the energy to come and be building home? Help us. All we are appealing to the handsome men out there is just unlearn that projection that African mentality has given to you. Unlearn that projection that society have given to you, that you just relax and be watching a woman striving, suffering. No, at least assist us to build a solid foundation, to be able to sit a good home. We are ready to build the home. We have accepted that we are supposed to build a home, but please, before we build this home, no matter how wise we are, no matter how smart we are, no matter how rich we are, no matter how independent we are, and you do not give us a solid foundation to build on, it's going to be hard. You're going to be crumbling our efforts. So please, a wise woman building the home, it's an error. A man has to set the strong foundation for a woman to build. So man, this is an appeal for you to set a good foundation for us to build a home on top of it. Number 5, all men cheat. No, that is a marital error that sounds like true, that is not true. All men do not cheat. I take exception to that. All men do not cheat. We could just say some men cheat, but all men do not cheat. We still have family men, we still have men with values, we still have men with boundaries, we still have men with principle. Not all men cheat. Unlearn that stuff and relearn it, please. Now, let me tell you something. It's because, let me give you an instance as a relationship therapist. People don't like to share good news. They prefer to share bad news. Now, good news don't trend as much as bad news do. For every bad news you hear, there's a good news behind it. And for every good news you hear, there's a bad news behind it. But people prefer to project bad news. Good. Now, when you're hearing all men cheat, all men cheat, all men cheat, a good man is underrated. That is the reason why they are not being exalted and praised. You don't see a lot of women praising their men or appreciating their men, the good ones. It's only when the man makes error. People tend to praise mistake a lot. People tend to project mistake. They drag your mistake. When you're doing something good, they will not trend you. When you're doing something good, bloggers will not carry you. News will not carry. In fact, when you even do something good and you want people to know, you have to pay for it. You have to go and pay radio stations, pay news for them to project the good things you're doing. But when you do bad things, they will help you publicize it free of charge. That's why it looks as if bad things are more. No, bad things are not more. They are still good things. But people don't want to project the good ones because they feel that good things are boring. So they are good men. They are men that don't cheat. But you hear more of the cheating one because when your own husband is not cheating, when you have a good man, you will not appreciate him. You will not come and talk. When your husband is good, you will not come and say, no, I married a good man. It's only when he makes one mistake, the whole world you hear it. You will not tell your family members, oh, this man was nice, oh, this my husband was taking care of me. It is when he just makes one mistake. It is that one mistake that you project, propaganda, expand, and that's why it begins to send a narrative that every man cheats. No, not all men cheat. The only thing is a lot of women celebrate cheating in this part of the world. And like I said it in a couple of my videos, a lot of women are insecure. A lot of women don't have identity. So even when they see a good man, it's too good to be true. When a woman even see a good man, she doesn't even believe that he's a good man. Yes, she still has some, it can't be true, that this man can't be this nice, it can't be only me, he has other girlfriend. She starts to search, she starts to scroll through his phone, she starts to dig up things that don't exist, she starts to hurt herself. Some women don't give themselves peace of mind, they are their own punishment. That's the honest truth. So a lot of women don't even know how to identify a good man to start with. So many women are the cause of their problem. A lot of people tend to say all men cheat because many women are actually insecure. Even if they are with a man that does not cheat, in their head, they are already thinking that the man is a cheat. This man cannot just have only me. There are other fine girls. My ass is not so big, my boobs are not so big, he might see a bigger boobs. So most times the insecurity is within yourself. It is not even the man, right? So there are men that still have core values and do not cheat. So these are the 5 marital errors that sounds like truth that is not actually true. So we need to unlearn it and relearn something new. There are still lots of errors, but I had to project these 5 errors. So if you come across this video anytime, any day, any year, please unlearn it. Drop all these norms, drop all these cultural values and religions that you had. Unlearn and relearn. Most times marriage and relationship becomes so hard because we refuse to unlearn and relearn. We still want to be going with those old projection of 10 years ago and want to imbibe it in 2020 and 2021. It's not going to work. So you need to be able to drop most of your norms and unlearn and relearn. Like I used to say, marriage is not that hard. Marriage is the most beautiful thing that can happen to you. Trust me. Trust me, like marriage is beautiful. But a lot of you do not have the right manual for marriage. Many of you that are saying marriage is bad is because you always go through the wrong manual. When you go through the wrong manual, you always get the wrong results. I've been married before and I've been divorced, but I still love marriage. It wasn't marriage, it wasn't marriage that did me wrong. It was the person I got married to that did me wrong. No, if I'm going to definitely get married again if I see a man who is going to do me right. And I pray that I've been able to build myself enough to also do the man right. So marriage is not the problem. It's the people that you are marrying, the manuals that you are following, that is the problem. So let's stop making it look as if marriage is scary. No, it is not marriage that is scary. It's the people you are marrying that are scary. It is the people you are choosing. Your choices are the scary choices. It is the pattern you are following that is scary, because a lot of you want to get married, you don't want to adjust, you don't want to change, you still want to be living your life like a single man and a single woman, and you are saying marriage is hard. No, you are the one that is hard, because you say you want marriage and you don't want to adjust. It's like being a mother and saying you don't want to adjust. It's like being pregnant and still want to wear the clothes that you are wearing when you were not pregnant. You want to kill the child, you're going to kill the child. So when you say you want to be pregnant, you already understand that your body is going to change, your hormones is going to change, your looks are going to change. You already know that, so you prepare for it. So most of you just want to jump into marriage and still be young. No, when you're getting married, you must make sacrifices. You must let some certain things go. You must unlearn and you must relearn. And marriage is going to be very, very easy. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the link on the bio. Have a wonderful day.